I'm forced to play a game here. These law firms may or may not exist, but I'm not getting actual communication. I'm being redirected, meaning there's a surrogate in between me and the lawyer, meaning they're using the law firm in this 27-year investigation, and they're filtering my communications through that surrogate, meaning I'm not actually getting to talk to the person as an attorney, a client would talk to each other. What they're doing is they're using a third party. And so this person is acting under the premise that this 27-year investigation is a real investigation, and therefore the Iranian law firm, I was never able to contact the Chinese law firm. I mean, I paid them $5,000 to start off. Never once able to call that law firm. I tried 100 times. Never once able to call that law firm. You see, it's a game. The law firm may or may not exist, but it's a game. Never got anywhere with the Chinese law firm. Never. Same with this Iranian law firm now. Paid them I don't know how many thousands of dollars, and they're demanding more money. Oh, we're going to go We're going to go meet with Julian Assange, and we're going to add him to the lawsuit. They never did. It's a game. What can the targeted individual, the victim, maintain as truth? How to subdue and radicalize what the victim believes, the faith and belief system of the victim. It's a game of deception and manipulation, lies. They're using this to map out the victim's brain, to map out the victim's will, intellect, and emotion. They're engaging in this continuous game. It's global. So now I've got they're using a supercomputer. I can't tell who. I can't tell. I can tell it's a computer, but I can't tell if it's the Americans or somebody else that I'm communicating. That these, I can't tell who's behind it. So I call every time I try to call the Iranian law firm, and I've called them before, and I've gotten through before because there's a 24-hour call center there at the law firm. They have somebody on call 24 hours a day, even at night when they're asleep. Well, now suddenly I can't get through after I figured out the game. What they want to do is they want to keep me talking. Now you sent me messages saying, oh, I sent you messages 3 months ago saying you got all this money. Where were you? You gave up a long time ago. No, you played a game with me. And you're still playing games with me. Which means this is not a real lawsuit. This has been going on for years. Every attorney, it doesn't matter if it's overseas and I got someone representing me, for example, in Ecuador. My asylum attorney that I paid thousands of dollars for. They corrupted him. His name is Diego Corral in Ecuador, Quito, Ecuador. Diego Corral. Every single attorney, they can't allow the victim to just engage in a pattern, random and chaotic pattern of conversations and situations because it disrupts their technology. They have to have people play the game. They have to have people plugged into the paradigm. Same with this. It's like the Ecuadorian attorney. They corrupted. They're doing the same thing with the Chinese law firms and the Iranian law firms. It hasn't changed. It's the same thing they've been doing for many years with all my attorneys. The target individual has no legal rights. They take all of that. So now they're saying I got all this money. Well, where were you? We sent you messages 3 months ago. Well, if you sent me messages 3 months ago, how come I never received them? I didn't block you 3 months ago. You were still open 3 months ago. So what? So you know, you had my email address, you had my Facebook, both Facebook accounts, you had my telephone number, you had, you know, and you sent me all these messages saying I got all this money, and now suddenly 3 months later you're going to say I got all this money, and you sent me a message 3 months ago that I've been awarded all this money. It's BS. It's total BS. They're corrupted this attorney just like they corrupted every other attorney. I've never been able to talk to the actual law firm. They may or may not exist, I don't know. It may just be a game. Never. And when I would call, it was some American, some Englishman, who clearly, he was clearly American by the way he spoke and the way he spelled his words. He was American. He wasn't Chinese. And the chatterbot they're using was using American archaic expressions. Colloquial expressions that are cyber slang in America and nowhere else. They would never be used in China or Iran. It's a game. These people aren't real, and they may exist, but I'm being filtered. I'm being filtered. What's happening with me is a filtered game. There's no real cause of action going on for me. It's a game. The Chinese lawsuit, they corrupted it. Now they've corrupted the Iranian law firm against me. Who knows? It's probably the same thing with the Venezuelan law firm. Probably the exact same thing. And now they're wanting me to send all this more money, and they haven't even fairly represented me at all. We're going to go meet with Julian Assange. Send us more money. When I sent them money and they said they sent somebody to Central America, he didn't do what I asked him to do. This is a game. This is nothing else. This is a game. And I'm forced to play the game to function and survive. This is Brian too. I don't know what time it is. It's almost midnight. March 27, 2024, in the parking lot of Walmart, Tatterboro, New Jersey. It's a game. It's been that way with every attorney. This isn't anything new.